The black and white adjustment, as its name would suggest, converts your image or document to black and white non-destructively, but there are also some other uses for this adjustment when combined with various blending options. So let's take a look. So first we need to add the adjustment. We can do that by going to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and choosing black and white. Okay, so as we can see, our image has turned black and white, and we can use these sliders here to tweak the color contribution of these different colors. So as we can see, the foreground here is mostly comprised of yellows. So moving the yellow slider will have the most dramatic difference to the tones. And of course we have cyans and blues, which will affect the sky up here. Okay, but why stop there? We can do some interesting things using a black and white adjustment and various blending options. So if I move across to the Layers panel, what I have here is a drop-down where I can change the layers blend mode. So for example, if I use a multiply blend mode, that will tend to darken everything but give it this desaturated look. And again, if we tweak the individual color contribution sliders, we can get much finer control over how all of those tones are blended. Okay, another one to try might be luminosity. So when we switch the blend mode to luminosity, we can actually use the color contribution sliders to affect how those colors interact with the luminosity of the image. So here, for example, we could darken the yellows and bring the reds up, which is this detail in the middle of the image here. And of course we can darken the sky by using the blue and cyan sliders. Now, if I set the blend mode back to normal, something else we can do is take advantage of blend ranges instead. So if I click this little cog icon here, I have my blend options dialog, and for source layer ranges, for example, I could drag this node down, which means we're gradually blending the black and white adjustment out of the shadows and the midtones. And as we move towards the highlights in the image, we're blending that layer back in. So I can uncheck linear and add some nodes to this graph just by click dragging. And here I can achieve a muted, interesting look to the image. Of course, we could reverse this, so I'll choose Reset, and instead I'll drag the highlight node down. So now we're desaturating the highlights and gradually the midtones in the image. So there we go, just a few ideas for using the black and white adjustment layer.